Hi guys, I just wanted to do a really short video on what it's like to collect books, just a little book haul that I have. So in my last video that I filmed, I talked about how collecting things and like just making a bunch of piles of things that you make can be really overwhelming, but eventually something will click and it will turn into something like an actual end product. The same is so with like materials that you collect. So here is some materials that I've collected completely for free in the last week. So the library is a place that always, like, I know you borrow books for free from the library, but they also have free books to take. At least mine does. But you probably have some too, because like they turn over a bunch of things, and then there's a lot of donations also. So look into your library and you'll probably find some free books. So here's one that I found that I really like. Actually, my husband found it for me. It's called The Doll People, and it's by Anna Martin. And I was like, I picked it up after my husband showed it to me, and I was like, do you know who Anna Martin is? So then I got this book, and it's not bound like exactly the way that I like to take pages out. So I might just use this as like insert pages instead of using them as a base page for a journal. But yeah, so this is one that I got. It has a lot of like big pages like that of doll houses, and then like pictures like that. And I'm just trying to find some other pictures. I don't know why I can't. So this is like my favorite kind of page that has the writing on it, but then also has a little page in the corner. This one has like this whole page has the picture on the side, but then there's some that has the whole page a picture, and then the writing's on the back. So I really like pages like these for kids books or journals, and like I said, that these particular pages, they might be able to be folded up and put into a signature, but I would more likely use them like to glue onto a page that has some like sometimes if you fold another base page and you have one that has like a just a little on one side, then you can glue this onto that little strip, or you can just put this into a pocket. So that's what I use pages like this. Now this one is more of a book that I would use for base pages. So this one I didn't get from the library. So there's every August there's a rummage sale at the chapel where I was married, and it's right around the corner. But like for some reason we always miss it. Like there's a big sign that's out like starting in June or July saying when the rummage sale is, and then we always just miss it. But we almost always get there like at like 4 or 4:30, like an hour after it ends. And after it ends, they just put all of the rest of the stuff that didn't sell on the front lawn, and it's free for the taking. So that's where I got this one. So this book is larger just to begin with, like the pages are larger. So even just using a page like this sideways in a notebook is great. But then also you can see that it's bound. So I don't know how well you can tell, but there's no gluing there. You can see the distinct signatures in there. And then when you open up to a middle of a signature, oh, this is hard because it's on a white page. Let me get to the next signature. Okay. So here you can see that there are some places there where the sewing is. So that stitching, if you look out for that, and you can tell that there's not too much glue on the inside, which you can tell on this one, because it comes apart from the binding, or from the spine of the book. So once I get my either seam ripper or staple remover in there, then all these pages will come out cleanly, and I'll have not only a page that's this size, I'll have a page that's this big. So you have a lot more options when you have bigger pages like that. You can make pockets, you can fold it in and make pockets like that. You can make a bigger book, or if it comes down to it and you're like, oh, I only actually just want this size, you can always cut it down later. So it's nice to have those bigger books that are nice to cut down like that. So this is another book from the library that my husband found. It's called a photo logbook. So it has just a bunch of random photos in it. You never know what kind of photos you might want, though, because creativity is weird, and like maybe one day you want to really make a book about photography, and you have a journal that has a camera there, or maybe you're making something specific for somebody and they're a photographer or they're learning photography and they want to log that in a journal, so you're making them a specific journal for that. And then like pages like this are great. So like this I could use for my witchy spooky journals, obviously. And then I always love Alice Core, I'll call it. So books like these are cool. Like I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to carry it because it is heavy, and we went to a movie after it, but I did, and I'm happy with it now. And yes, and then like black and white pictures like this those are always good. You can put those in a lot of different kinds of journals. And then both of these next books were from the rummage sale, the free pile. So this is just the Mother Goose Book of Rhymes, and the book is actually cut into a shape, which is fun for journal pages. It is one single signature that if I choose to, I can easily take the stitching out, and then especially for like baby books or like books for parents, they might do scrapbooks for their children, or they might journal about their children. It's nice to have like little rhymes and little like, well, this one, not that one. That one has a knife, but this one who's cooking, like sometimes it's just nice to have that kind of page, and like maybe this really reminds you of your kids, and you that'll inspire the journal holder to write more and to log more things and more memories. And then this one was a really good find. Disney's Storybook Collection. So now I'm not that huge into Disney. Like it's really it's just not something that I'm really into now. But when I was a kid, I was. And this, you can really tell that has all the things from at least when I was a kid in the 80s and 90s. And so, let me get to a good one. So, something that I might do with these is take The Little Mermaid, take all the pages out from The Little Mermaid, and put those into one single journal, and then have a Little Mermaid themed journal. And then I can put like, I have some mermaid stickers, some mermaid stamps, or like some fish stickers, underwater scene things, and I can make pages like that, or I can put a bunch of blue or a bunch of red to match her hair. And then I can do another book that has Beauty and the Beast, which is right after it in the book. And so I wonder if this is in chronological order. So yeah, then I can make one that's all about Beauty and the Beast, and then I can put a bunch of library things and like maybe some old looking castle like drawings, or different things like that. So yeah, just a little book haul. What's that, 5 books that I went through, and there's so many ideas that I had just from looking through those books once. And the ideas can be overwhelming, but same thing. Just take these and put them on the shelf, and when you need them, you'll have them. And also be a little selective when you look through your books. Like, I almost didn't get that photo book, and it would have been okay if I left it there for somebody else, or to get it next time when I wasn't going to the movies later. And then there's always tons of books that I leave behind that, like, you can't get every single hardcover book just because you want the hardcover. You have to start to limit yourself, but that will kind of happen or on its own. All right. So enough about books. I'm about to do a video where I show you the insides of this book, which is one that I made. So stay tuned for that. Bye.